All right, y'all. Squat day number 14, right? Let me explain something. A lot of people think I'm crazy for doing this, and maybe I am, but I feel like if you're not crazy about your goals, then you really don't want them. And that's just how I think, you know what I'm saying? And excuse me if I'm wrong, excuse me if I'm right. Hey man, it just is what it is. If you don't want it bad enough, if people ain't saying you ain't do, and this is for me, this is advice for myself. I ain't telling nobody else to latch on to what I'm about to say. But if people are not telling me I'm not doing what I'm trying to do too much, that means I'm not doing it enough. All right. But what I'm saying is this: practice makes perfect. All right. Once you do something over and over and over and over and over and over and over, and sound like a broken record. Once you do something that many times, it becomes natural, like breathing. All right. Same thing I did with my bench press. Same thing I did with my deadlift. But once you stop doing it, they say you can never forget to ride a bike. I ain't rode a bike and I don't know how long. Hey, if I was to hop on a bike right now, I'm not popping the wheelies. I'm not riding with no hands. None of that. Ain't no way. What? I'm pretty sure I can ride a bike, but it probably wouldn't be the same as I did it before. I had to work my way back. That's basically what I'm doing right here. So I did squat day number 13. The second time I did 255 pounds. I did 255, right? I'm pretty sure I'm gonna attempt 275 within a week or two. Am I gonna be able to squat? My guess is if I am I gonna be able to squat 20 pounds extra every week. I really think that's for a bunch of weeks, probably 2 months. I think in 2 months is what? A month is 4.5 weeks, right? So that's 2 months is 9 weeks, right? A lot of people will say 8, but do the math. It's 4.5, right? So that's 9 weeks, right? 9 weeks, 9 times 20, 9 times 10 is 90. So 9 times 20 would be 180. So can I add 180 pounds to that 255 pounds in 2 months? Most people will say that's impossible. I say, and it's natural. I say it's very possible. Now, if I was at my peak best, if I was comfortable with my squat at my peak best, 180 pounds, from 180 pounds from where I'm at now, that's two different 180 pounds. 180 pounds, 180 pounds. No, it's not. That's just like a beginner is gonna gain strength and muscle faster than somebody who's been there. They got them newbie gains. That's just like somebody who weighs 300 pounds. If you get two people to start lifting at the same time, right? If a guy is 180 and the other guy is 300 pounds, who you think will get to a 300-pound bench press faster? He's only benching his body weight if he benches 300. The other guy's benching well over his body weight, almost double his body weight if he benches three something. You know what I'm saying? So it's more. It just makes more sense that the bigger guy. I seen so many no disrespect, but I seen so many obese guys go in the gym and get serious about lifting and get to 315 pounds within months on the bench press. Right? That's not saying gain a whole bunch of weight to get the bench up. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, what I'm doing with my lifts, I want to get as strong as I possibly can while I'm cutting. That way, when I start adding in calories are energy, and mass moves mass. As I gain 10 or 15 pounds over time, I will put more strength on my squat and my bench press, and hopefully those carry over to my deadlift. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people knows that when you cutting or bulking your deadlift, usually if you stay at it, usually doesn't move much from bulking or cutting. All right, you might actually lose some deadlift strength because of leverages. All right, a lot of people don't think that. See, lifting weights isn't only about your muscle size or how strong you actually are. Yes, those things are big factors, but those are not the only factors. It is a performance. All right, your stance, your position of power, your breathing, your focus, the energy you have that day. It's everything. Everything you do in between sets, everything ties into you lifting that weight. Everything. Everything. Now I'm gonna play with different ways of doing this. I'm gonna squat every day, but a lot of people think I'm doing too much, and let me answer that for you. I am not. You know, um, if I ever get to the point where I feel like I'm overtaxed, I'm gonna just take it way back. Maybe just squat 135 pounds. Maybe just squat my body weight with nothing, no weight, just me at the crib. But I'm going to practice the lift. I'm going to practice the movement every day for at least 100 days. You see what I'm saying? Now, if I feel like I'm good enough to lift, I'm gonna lift. And am I going to go for the heaviest weight that I can every time? No. Am I going for the highest reps I can do every time? No. I'm gonna just play it by ear what that day calls for. Right? I'm not overtaxing myself. I've done this before. I don't know how long I did it. I think I did it a couple months before. I don't know if it was 100 days. Well, 100 days is what? A little over 3 months. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't remember exactly how I did it. I didn't do it. I don't remember if I did it on camera, but I don't know how long I did it on camera. But years ago, before I started my channel, I've been lifting way before I started my channel. Um, I did it before because I seen some people on YouTube doing it. You know, shout out to Ivan Djuric. I think that's how you say his name. He's doing it. He did like 2,000 and some days, which is crazy. That's the longest I've ever seen anybody do it. But I've seen a lot of people, YouTubers back in the days used to do it, and they talked about the benefits and this and that and the third. And then I did it and it worked. And I worked my way up to like, I think I did like 400 and something one day, but I don't remember if it was. That's like a long time ago. I don't remember if it was actually depth. Like, did I go deep enough? Did it actually count? I don't remember. But I know if I did it um, then, and I know more now about lifting, and I'm stronger now, I could get back into my fours. You know what I'm saying? So I said 220, 255 plus 180 over time. That's what? 355, 65, 75, 85, 95, 305. Dang, hold on. Y'all know how to do the math. Hold on. Yeah, that's 435 pounds. That sound about right. But can I do it within, 2 months? I don't know. I think I'm gonna be well in my threes at least. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna take this serious, it's gonna be on the front burner real soon. My bench press still on the front burner though, because I really see potential with myself. I still want to get. My bench press is gonna be on front burner until I get to, to where I could do 315 in any day, which means my actual max will have to be at least 335 or give or take. You know what I'm saying? If I could go in the gym whatever day, whatever, got off work, whatever, if I could go in the gym, put some weight on the bar, warm up, with the bar and acclimate up to 315 and do it the same way I did with the deadlift, where I could acclimate up to at least 5 plates on each side and do it almost any day of the week, no matter how tired I am, no matter if I was hungry, no matter if I felt like I had a lot of energy or not. It comes with being amped up. It comes with, you got to make it like breathing. You know what I'm saying? When you go in the gym, I tell people all the time. People say you can't do this and you can't do that. And they don't know what they can do because they don't even live up to their potential. So when somebody else is striving for their potential, they're going to say you can't do it. That's why I don't tell people my plans, but I'm going to tell y'all because y'all watching my channel. And I owe it to y'all at the end of the day. People say you don't owe nobody nothing. We both owe each other something. Like, shoot, I owe y'all the content that I put, and y'all owe me watching it at the end of the day because it's gonna help you. You owe it to you don't owe me nothing. You owe it to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, man, I got a lot going on. I'm 40. I'll be 42 in August, man. My birthday coming up in August. And last time my birthday came up on YouTube, and it was like, what? I don't think it was last year. I think it was the year before that. I did a me versus me. and I compare my physique to the year before that, and I beat it. Every year I'm progressing. All right. I had a guy tell me the other day I look the best he's ever seen me. And I didn't even think so. And now that I done lost a few more pounds and I can see it, I think so too. Because I weigh a couple more pounds than I did last time I cut down like this. Meaning I gained a little bit of muscle. And I still got potential for more muscle gain. Even after well over a decade of lifting, naturally, how do I still got potential for a little bit more muscle gain? Good question. I'm gonna give you a good answer. You tap into your everybody got weaknesses. Everybody got neglected areas. Everybody, even the professionals. But if you have, especially if you have neglected areas, you got a couple pounds of muscle in them areas, especially if it's your legs. Your legs, if you've been neglecting your legs, you have potential. Even if you've been lifting 20 years, you have potential to grow a couple pounds of muscle in your legs. So last time I was 164 pounds shredded. I don't know if I was stage ready, but if I wasn't, I was close. I could get to that same leanness. I could probably end up being 174 pounds, 175 pounds shredded if I stay at this. Now, right now, it ain't gonna be this year, cause I'm already like in my 160s, and I still like I got them last 2 or 3 pounds, so I'm already late 160s right now. So I'm gonna be mid 160s again this year, but that's why I'm gonna go on a long, lean bulk. After I get done cutting, I'm gonna main gain, and I'm gonna do a lean. Like I'm gonna gain a little bit of muscle, of course. You know, once you the fastest time to gain muscle, a lot of people don't know this, is right after you done got shredded. Your body's begging to grow. Them first month or two that you know what I'm saying, you start eating again, I'm not gonna get fat, but I'm just gonna maintain my shreddedness, but I'm gonna enjoy myself throughout the summer. But at the same time, once I get done with the birthday thing and the winter come back, not when the winter come back, late summer, I'm gonna start my lean bulk. And I'm a lean bulk from, I forget, I wrote all this stuff down. I got a whole year plan. I can't tell you off the top of my head, but just know. You know what I'm saying? My bench press, my squat, my deadlift. My deadlift, I'm lifting just right now, just enough to keep it that I can deadlift, right? I'm comfortable with the deadlift. My bench press is on the front burner.